Hey guys, it's Christina, and I'm here with Bachelor Nation's Catherine Lowe. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm so good. You look so adorable.
Oh, you're sweet.
You do. We were just commenting how great your boots are.
They kind of match your dress.
I know, they do. I like it. So how's everything going?
Great.
Yeah.
I teamed up with FedEx to deliver joy, and I am all about joy and making sure that everyone feels really connected during the holiday season. Actually, FedEx did a survey, and 76% of people feel more connected when they're sent a gift or they're being sent a gift. So
I love that.
That's what we're supposed to do.
It is. It's so true.
And I don't live near my family. You know, my family's super spread out. So I want to make sure that my kids get to be part of that experience with my family. And my mom gets a gift for my kids, and my dad gets a gift. And that's what FedEx is great about, is making sure that everybody feels special during the season.
That's great. Have you done all of your holiday shopping yet?
I've done a lot of it.
Have you?
I have.
That is impressive. 2 kids, that is impressive.
There's a lot of downtime when you're like feeding and you know, trying to get them to go to sleep. There's a lot of online shopping to be sent here.
Yes.
But you know, obviously FedEx makes it super easy. And tomorrow, if you're in New York, people, they're going to be having the intention of sending out gifts quickly, because we want to make sure that people have their gifts early, so they can have them under the tree and, you know, make sure that the holiday season is just exactly right.
Exactly. You don't want to wait till the last minute.
Yes.
Yes, you don't want to be that person running out Christmas Eve. How's your holiday season been treating you so far? Good?
It's been really good. So it just started pretty much, but you know, setting up our house to make it all cozy, and Samuel is just now understanding Santa and all the Christmas stuff that we're doing. So he's very present in it, and he's having a blast. So that's really fun.
That's going to be so exciting for him. What's he asking Santa for?
A puzzle.
Oh, that's easy. That's good. I thought you were about to say a puppy.
No. He's a very simple boy.
Okay, good.
Like an animal puzzle.
That's doable. That is totally doable. What are you asking for?
A nap. It's very cheap.
I don't know if that is doable.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we can do that, but I'm going to ask for it.
I love that. What is the best and worst gift that Sean has ever given you?
Oh, God, blast right here. The worst, and he's heard this, so it's not a surprise, unscented lotion.
Oh, no.
Not even scented? He knows that was really bad.
What was that for?
I
Just
don't
remember.
But I was like, thank you. I didn't know how to say this is horrible. But he turned it out. He took me to Paris.
Oh, well, that's good.
So he learned a glow up right there.
Seriously. That is from one end to the other.
No, he's learned.
Yes. What are some holiday traditions that you have in your home?
So we're just starting. We obviously, the tree and all that stuff. But one I'm really, really excited for that I think Samuel will get into is us baking cookies for Santa. And then I'll take the bite out of and see his face when he sees that Santa was in our house. That one I'm super, super excited about.
That's so cute. Do you do Elf on the Shelf?
We don't do that. Okay. He doesn't really know what's going on. Yeah, he's a little young for that. But everything else is, he's just enjoying smelling candles and just seeing the bows everywhere and all the references to Santa.
How's he doing being a big brother?
Obsessed.
Is he? Yeah.
He's obsessed with Isaiah.
Aw,
it's
that's great.
Really, it's so cute. We like walk around and all he wants to do is introduce people to his brother.
That's so cute.
And he's like, Isaiah. I'm like, oh my gosh, my sweet boys.
Aw,
they're very sweet together.
That is adorable. Is he helping changing diapers and things like that? Or
he definitely hangs around while I'm doing that. So we're always together, which I love. I love that about our family, and we're always trying to make each other laugh. But there's a lot of kissing. There's a lot of kissing going around, so that's pretty much our house, is kissing and laughing.
It's the perfect household. I love that. How is Isaiah feeling?
He's much better.
Okay, good.
Yes.
What happened? Because he was in the ICU for a little while?
Yeah, so he had something called bronchiolitis, which is pretty common with kids, especially during this kind of sick season, bronchiolitis and RSV, which is a respiratory problem. And I knew that the doctors knew what they were doing, so he's fine. And we're so excited about this Christmas season because it's Isaiah's first.
Yes.
And so we're making sure that we do all the Christmas stuff together. Again, we teamed up with FedEx so that he can be part of all the activities, sending out gifts. I want to do little handprints on notes, and because he can't really he can't write a note, but he's going to be part of everything that we do.
Is that very, very important for you to make personal gifts for people?
I think that I have a stationery company, and so really my passion is to make these personal messages come to life. And regardless of if you get a gift or not, like specific gift. I think at least if you send somebody something with a handwritten note, like that does it for me.
It does. It makes such a difference. Yeah. Michelle is saying you have the cutest family. Yes, I do want to encourage everybody to please send in your questions and your comments. Well, I'm so glad that Isaiah is feeling better. Was that definitely a scary time for your family, or you knew that everything was going to be?
Well, I knew everything was going to be okay, but 4 nights in the ICU is pretty
a long time.
Scary. And you know, I think the best thing about it, which was really weird, was that Samuel, we had to make sure that we were okay for Samuel. You know, I could have been the person that was on the bedside in the hospital, like never sleeping, never taking care of myself, but I had another child to think of. So it kind of balanced us, where we had to make sure that we were doing right by ourselves so that we could take care of both of our children.
Yeah. Is having 2 children much easier, much harder, or exactly what you thought it was going to be?
It's so different.
Yeah.
Well, because you know the baby part is so much easier, because you're like, I've already done this. I know that all these things that happen are normal, but it's adding a toddler who you have to chase and you have to like be alive for, even more alive.
Sure.
And I don't drink coffee, so I'm screwing myself right now.
Girl, you gotta get on that. Yeah, so it's been a challenge.
It's been a challenge, but it's so sweet because the joy comes from seeing them together.
Yeah.
I love seeing them together.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
I love that he gives them kisses all the time.
I know,
That is so cute.
sweet.
How has it changed your marriage at all, if it has at all?
Well, I just think it's just amplified how much we love and how much we want to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
That's all we do and the best thing about Sean Lowe having another kid is that I get to see that he's helping me even more. You know, obviously the mom has a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Well, he stepped up and made sure that he fills in all the gaps that I, don't have time for, don't have the energy for. We make a really good team.
Yeah,
and
I love that.
We're solid.
Do you guys disagree on how you parent, or are you guys pretty much in sync?
We're very, very similar. I'm a disciplinarian, more so than he is. But all we want to do is be loving and teaching each other things and be curious. So Samuel is really, really smart, and I think it's because we're present with him. We encourage him. We set him up for success, and that's what both of us want is a family that is centered around each other and love and learning.
You guys have figured it out. I don't know about that. You have. Do you have any disagreements about parenting, or you, like I said, you guys are pretty much?
I think probably if there was anything, it'd be like just the traditions that we're used to.
Okay.
You know, my family and his family could not be more different.
Really?
But I mean, because I come from wackadoo city over here, and he's like square city over here. So when we come together, it's always fun.
Yeah.
But again, it's just any relationship. It's kind of like figuring out, well, I did this as a kid, and you did this as a kid. How do we make it ours?
Sure.
And not just like one way.
So back in June, Sean told us that you might try for a girl.
I want a girl.
Do you want a girl?
I want a girl. And I never thought that I'd say that because I'm such a boy mom, which I love because I seem more like a boy mom. But I just want to see what she'd look like. I mean, maybe I could just see what she looked like, and then I'll be like, okay, never mind.
We're good.
But I think she'll be cute.
So you're definitely going to try again.
I think so.
You think so? Yeah. Is it 3 that? Do you guys have a plan of how many you want, or is?
Well, I originally said 5.
Okay.
But that was including 2 adopted. So we're definitely going to adopt. But family planning right now is really weird because we have a 6-month-old.
Sure, of course.
But I think we just have so much to give, and I think I am happy with more because I grew up with more, and Sean grew up with less. So it's again creating that's probably the only challenge between us as parents. How many kids?
Right. I love them. Well, that's a good problem to
I'm
have.
fine with that.
It was funny when we were watching the countdown coming back, your engagement was playing. And it's been, 6 years since you guys got engaged?
6 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Has it just gone by like that?
I mean, it seems like an alternate reality. It really does. Our lives now are very family centered. We're super normal. We are not exciting people at all.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not. We're very boring, and we love it. But that seems like just the craziest time. I mean, we met in the most non-conventional way ever.
Yeah.
So.
Emily is saying time for another.
Oh, gosh.
You're like, give me some time.
I know. Can I take a nap first, please?
Yes.
I'll take a nap.
Looking back at that moment, what is like the one thing that really stood out to you?
That I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, it was really fun. And I think that the thing that I remember is, and this is just harping on my husband being a great man. I just remember him being really respectful of everybody that we worked with, and that attracted me so much. I love good guys. I was never into bad boys, and I just remember seeing him respect everybody, and that was like, oh my gosh, you're off camera are like the best man. And I knew that I just was going to fall in love with him.
You found the right one. Can you tell me what you told us beforehand, that there was a medic on set?
Oh gosh, okay, so when he proposed, I looked like a crazy person, and they were like, and I didn't know this at the time, but on their mics they were like, please have a medic on standby because she may pass out. I was very surprised, but it was like, how could you be surprised? It's either you're getting engaged or you're not.
Right,
so it's like 50-50 here.
Right. And she's like, they're like, either way, she could pass out.
Exactly.
Either way, I love that. So, post-Bachelor life is always a little bit difficult. Was there a difficult moment for you guys?
I mean,
Always,
just because we came from completely different backgrounds and understandings of, I came from working at Amazon and being a graphic designer, and from Seattle, completely different. He came from, Texas and all these things. And so I think just melding lives together is already a big challenge when you don't really know each other that well.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, I think normal things happen, and as long as you stay committed to each other and you want to be together, which is what we wanted to do, you can, brave any storm.
Sure. Was there ever a time where you guys were like, I don't know if we can do this anymore? Because we spoke to JoJo a few weeks ago, and she said that there was a time where her and Jordan were like, I don't know.
Yeah,
this
of
is
course.
Like a breaking point.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's really a tough thing, especially being in the limelight when you're being tested. But I think it also keeps you together at some level, because you're like, I don't want to be another statistic.
Sure. Yeah.
So you just keep fighting, and you're like, but also you don't want to. I knew that when Sean and I committed to each other, that was it. Like, we didn't want to be with anybody else for the rest of our lives, and that's just something that you have to remember. You have to remember in those really hard times, you don't want to say goodbye to this person, and also you don't want to disrespect them. So like, certain things that you say or certain things that you do, you're kind of like, why am I treating the person that I love like this? But obviously there's going to be hardships, and you can't control. I mean, I'm one of the most emotional people ever, and I've done some crazy things. I've got some like Latin blood in me, so spicy. But
it's an all-out drag-out fight.
I think that's normal.
Right.
I hope so. It's normal for me.
It is. Would you say that that's maybe the secret to your marriage, that it's like always just putting in the work and?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And making sure again that at the end of the day you look at each other and you're like, I love you, and this is, you're my person.
Yeah, definitely. Were you surprised that Sean and Caitlin split?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was. And that's a sad thing. And again, relationships are hard no matter what factor, what chapter you're in, there's always going to be hardships. And I mean, that was a sad one for me.
Definitely. What are your thoughts on Colton?
I mean, I think that he seemed to be a really, really good guy. I don't know him personally, but, his season with him, obviously, he seemed really cool. He had very charitable, nice guy, family guy, and I really, really hope he finds his person, because he just seems like a really good guy.
He does seem like a really good guy.
Seems like a good catch.
He does seem like a good catch. I know a big part of his season is, the talk about his virginity. I know that you guys kind of dealt with that on like a similar level, but post-show. I mean, any advice for him going into that? I mean, dealing with that?
Just know what you know is right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of heightened things about his personality, and I really hope that it ends soon, because that part is just one part of his life.
Exactly.
He seems like such a good guy. He's a good-looking, charitable family man. We should start focusing on those other things.
Has Sean talked to him at all? Because I know he sometimes talks to him.
Yeah, I don't think so. I really don't. But there are a lot of people are comparing them.
Yeah. No. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it.
Good-looking, blonde, beefcake, nice guy. Nothing wrong with that.
Totally. What advice do you have for him and his future fiance if he's engaged afterwards?
Don't listen to everybody.
Yeah.
Just listen to each other. I mean, it's really, really hard, and as long as you kind of remain together in it all, because there's a lot that's going to come at you in this situation. I think as long as you just hold each other's hand through it, because it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But if you brave it, you're set.
You're set.
You have a long future ahead if you can brave just this little bit.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so quickly, I want to get some of your mom tips.
Okay.
I think you know a thing or two.
I know some things.
You know some things. Okay, so here's some mom tips. What are some diaper bag essentials?
Absolutely diapers. I love water wipes. Snacks.
Any particular snacks?
Pacifiers. I like these Sprouts organic broccoli ones. That's what we love at our house. But like savory and a sweet, maybe.
Okay.
Water or milk or bottles, whatever. An extra shirt for you if that baby is very spitty. Burp cloths. I mean, I could just essentials.
The whole thing.
The house.
The house.
Just pack up the house.
I like that. What should every mom register for?
Oh gosh, I love a DockATot. I love burp cloths. We're just ponchoed out in our house. Golly, it's bad. It's bad. Please be done with this soon, Isaiah. I love you, but stop.
Just a whole cabinet filled of burp,
Yes.
burp cloths.
Yes.
All right. How do you handle 2 kids crying at night?
Just loving on them. It's really hard as a parent because you're like, I want to teach you to go to sleep, but I want to love on you and I want you to know that everything's okay. It actually happened recently where they were both crying and it was just kind of just running. That's your duty as a parent to obviously figure out amongst yourself what do you want out of this? What is your goal for the night? Do you want them to sleep it out or whatever? But mine is just comforting them, I guess.
Do you split up? One takes one?
No, I pretty much do.
You do?
I pretty much do. Probably because I'm the sucker.
Yeah. I like that. Tips to get your baby to stop crying.
The shh.
That works?
The shh.
Just the shh.
The shh and this shh. That's it.
That's it. Okay. What every mom should know and no one tells them the first month after birth.
You're not getting any sleep.
No.
And you're going to be a monster, and everyone's just going to have to deal with it, especially your husband. Just get over it.
Were you a monster?
100%. The first baby, yes. The second baby, I was just tired.
What was the most monstrous thing you did?
Oh my gosh, just yelling about things. Just like looking hideous and demanding things. I could demand them though. I deserved that.
You did. Yes.
We deserve it, women.
Best advice you ever received about motherhood?
Oh gosh. I just think just making sure that you're present and being there for them.
Nice. Tips to getting through labor.
Breathing. Breathing and knowing that in just a little bit you'll get to hold your baby.
I know some people like make playlists and things like that. Did you do anything?
I don't
in the
remember
hospital?
that.
No.
I don't remember that. I had a crazy delivery with Samuel, but yeah, I just think knowing the end goal is getting to hold your baby. I think you'll get through
I
it.
think you get through it. Okay, couple more. Tips on preparing your kid for a sibling.
Giving them a gift. So we gave, Isaiah gave Samuel a book. Isaiah gave Samuel. We got we got a book for Samuel. And he loves that. And he's always calls it the Isaiah book because he gave it to him. So I think just exchanging gifts as if the baby is bringing you something, I think that's important.
Great. And then hair and beauty tips for new moms.
Not the person to ask. I never wash my hair.
Don't wash your
A
hair.
good under eye concealer.
Perfect.
And water. There we go. Water solves everything.
Love that. Catherine, thank you so
Thank you
much.
for having
I hope
me.
you and your family have a wonderful holiday
Thank
season.
you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.